Greetings, and welcome to another edition of Seamless Style, powered by Politics and Polaroids. I'm your host, Mr. Parker. I think we're on episode 107. 107. It's a happy Memorial Day weekend, if that's your thing or whatever. You know, most of us just happy to have a 3-day weekend. You know, most of us just happy to be off. You know, maybe we'll hang out with friends and family and do some welcome summer type events outdoors or whatever the case may be. It's all good. This episode will be featuring items that I will wear on outings for this 3-day weekend. But we're not going to start there. We're going to start with something a little more surreal, a little more socially relevant. Uvalde, Texas, a demon, after killing his grandmother, walks into an elementary school and ends up killing 19 children and 2 adult teachers. There's a lot to unpack here as far as what happened, what the news is reporting, what the anger and uproar is about this heinous hate crime. And then there's the bottom line. And I am going to be the first, and I'm saying the first because I'm the first. And this is damn near a week later. But I'm going to be the first to tell you what the bottom line is. But we'll get there. I can only assume that Uvalde, Texas, this town, is predominantly Latin as far as its residents, because from what I saw, every one of the victims that lost their lives that day were of Latin heritage. I haven't cried since George Floyd until Uvalde, Texas. I didn't cry over Buffalo, not because I cared any less, just because I wasn't really surprised. And the motivation for the Buffalo shooting, that demon's motivation didn't shock me or surprise me at all. It pissed me off. I was upset, of course. But it didn't surprise me. This one surprised me just because of the age. These were babies. Babies. 8, 9, 10 years old. It's the fucking worst shit. Like, that shit was hard. That shit was hard to swallow, dude. Like, that shit was hard to stomach. That shit was very hard to stomach. But let's unpack some stuff about it, okay? Let me do this right quick first. Joe Budden interviewed Isaiah Rashad. He did a sit-down interview with Isaiah Rashad. Apparently, Isaiah Rashad is an artist. I'm assuming hip-hop, which could mean R&B or rap. I honestly have no clue. I've heard the dude's name before just because of salacious activities, but I've never heard any of his music. I do know that he's on, well, I'm not going to say I know. I have heard that he is on TDE, Top Dog Entertainment. That's the label that Kendrick Lamar was on for years and just finished his last album for it. But apparently, Isaiah Rashad just recently came out. And so during this interview, there's a segment where Joe asked, or Isaiah Rashad was explaining his preference. And he said that he's sexually fluid. It could be a deeper meaning to that than what I'm about to say. But from what I understand is that means you have no real sexual preference. Like you have no control over who you're attracted to. So it could be a man, it could be a woman. So I guess bisexual, I don't know. Not my lane. And I didn't even watch the interview. I saw what I'm talking about on the Joe Budden podcast. But anyway, he said that, and he said something about not being able to control who he's attracted to or whatever, whenever he goes out or whatever the case may be. So Joe then followed up with, so are you monogamous? Because I guess this guy had said he was in a relationship. So, for the most part, from what I understand, people had no problem with the interview. But then the LBGT came out. This is why straight men need to stay out of LBGTQ business. Why would you ask that? And why did Isaiah Rashad go to you for an interview anyway? And like, he caught a lot of backlash from that community. You know what's fucking funny? And this is how I'm tying this into what we were talking about, which is the Uvalde slayings. You know what's funny? What's funny is that the demon murderer of those 19 babies and 2 superhero teachers, he identified as a girl. So he's gay or whatever. And it's even been reported that he sometimes cross-dressed. But the thing is it ain't being reported by the mainstream media like that. Why? If, and this is a hypothetical, obviously, but if I found out that Ralph Lauren had a website that sold bootleg Ralph Lauren, I probably wouldn't say anything about it. I'm a Ralph Lauren guy. Because I control this platform. See, when you control a platform, you can report or speak on whatever you want to speak on. It's just very ironic to me that we know everything about the Buffalo Demon. We know everything about the Vegas Demon from a few years back. We know everything about the Sandy Hook Demons. We know everything about the Columbine Demons. Hell, we knew about George Floyd and his past transgressions, and he was the fucking victim. But it ain't being reported that the super demon that killed all 19 babies and 2 superhero teachers ain't being reported by the mainstream media that he identified as a girl and was sometimes a cross-dresser. Only thing I've heard in the mainstream media is that he was apparently bullied at Uvalde High School because he was poor and how his quality of clothing. He was poor, but he got his hands on an AR-15. He bought an AR-15. I guess we poor when it's convenient. I don't know. But the point is that when you control a platform, you can report what you want. So just keep that in mind, gentlemen. Just keep that in mind. So here's the truth. Here's the truth. You can lobby for stricter gun laws. You can lobby for whatever the fuck you want. Let me explain something to everybody that's listening and anybody you want to pass this message on to. Here's the truth, and here's the bottom line. Ain't shit gonna change, bro. It's not. It's not. The people in power, you think they're gonna get that power up? They're not giving that power up without an all-out war. So if you want them to relinquish their power to keep us safe, you'll have to go to war with these people. You will have to go to war with the power. And that machine ain't no joke. But you'll have to go to war with it to get them to relinquish that power. That's the only way you take power from the people or the person that has the power, is you have to go to war with them. Otherwise, no one with power is going to say, you know what, I got too much power. I got too much power and it's a little unsafe for my community, for the people that put me in power. So let me relinquish some of this power. They're not going to fucking do that, bro. So you can be in an uproar, you can lobby, you can protest, you can do all you want. Nothing is going to change. Nothing. They know that regardless of how fucking sick this shit was, the next sickening act will make you forget about this one. As far as your anger and your uproar. So let it go. Here's the thing. If I had a post on Instagram, let's say I wasn't famous or anything, but I had a huge following on Instagram, and I averaged 10,000 likes per post. If I averaged 10,000 likes per post under normal circumstances, that would mean I probably had somewhere around 100,000 followers, because you usually get about 10% of what your follower number is as far as likes under normal circumstances. Zuckerberg has us under a real crazy algorithm right now, so that may not be the case. But let's say I averaged 10,000 likes, and on a particular post I said, listen, I just need every person that likes this post to cash out me $1. It's very important. And whatever reason I had, it sounded valid enough that every like also cashed out me $1. Bro, that's 10 grand. That's 10 grand. And each person that gave me $1, it's $1. You ain't really, you ain't really tripping about $1. But I got 10 grand now, right? So you can equate that to my family. I look out for and safeguard my family. And you look out for and safeguard your family. And he and her and him, and if each one of us looks out and safeguards our family to the best of our ability, then there won't be a need for us to beg and plead the powers that be to look out for us. They're not going to look out for us. So I say that to say, if you can homeschool your kids, homeschool your kids. If Uvalde and other tragic incidences, all this shit that we're now seeing, if that shit had happened 15 years ago when my kids was knee high to a June bug, I'd have homeschooled my kids. Welfare, food stamps, I'm staying at home, I'm homeschooling my kids. Because their safety is paramount. Their safety is top priority. At this point, can you blame a 6-year-old, a 7-year-old, a 10-year-old, hell, a 12, 13, 14-year-old? Can you blame them for being scared now to go to school? Can you blame them? Those 19 babies and all the other babies in that school, when they got up that morning, they was excited to talk about Shark Dog. They were excited to go to school and talk about Spidey and Friends with their partners. And 19 of them never made it home. And every other kid in that school will never be the same. Ever. Ever, bro. Ever. Mentally. They'll never get over it. Do I want to talk about the things I've seen in the real media, which is social media? Do I want to talk about the clips and the things I've seen about the police and their responses to that situation? Let me just say this. I believe what I saw. Like one of my partners told me, who is current Marine and been in the Marines 20 years. Cops ain't trained to combat the armed. They're trained to combat the unarmed. Dude had a rifle. They wasn't running up in there. It was the guys that confronted him and ultimately took his life were 3 Marines or ex-Marines that heard about what was going on and hauled ass to that school. And when they pulled up on the scene, the cops was outside. They was having a water break. You do with that whatever you need to do with it. I know my thoughts on the matter. Not surprised. The stories about a couple of those cops going in and getting their children out of the school, if that's true, not surprised. Not surprised. Just understand that this shit is not going to change. People are not going to relinquish their power. You want their power. You want them to relinquish power. You want shit to get better from the standpoint of what you're talking about, gun laws and all that other shit. You're going to have to take them people to war. Otherwise, they're just waiting for you to forget and move on. But they ain't changing shit if it's going to decrease their power. So take care of your own, is my suggestion. Take care of your own as best you can. Your own can be whatever you think your own is. Your own could be just your children. Your own could be your children and your wife. Your own could be your entire family. Your own could be your entire community where you live. But take care of your own. Look out for your own. And if everybody does that, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. And don't let it be lost as on me and anybody else that it's just funny. It's just funny. I'm just saying it's just funny. Regardless of how fucking sick this dude was and the fact that I don't give a fuck that he lost his life. It didn't go over my head that he's a person of color. He lost his life. The motherfucker Rittenhauer, the motherfucker from Buffalo, the motherfucker from Charleston, from the Charleston church, they always surrender peacefully. They always get put in cuffs. They always get taken to Burger King when they white. Just saying. Anyway, episode 107, let's get it. Ensembles that I'm going to wear to specific outings this weekend on this wonderful 3-day weekend. And it's wonderful because it's a 3-day weekend. And that's really the only reason for me that it's wonderful. Celebrate what you want to celebrate. I'm just happy it's a 3-day weekend. And I get paid for Monday. I'm just happy about that. So, 3 rigs. Ensemble I'm wearing makes 4 ensembles. This particular ensemble is what I will be wearing tonight, which is Saturday night, to smoke a couple of sticks with my boys. We hitting up a cigar bar. Actually, I think we're doing a little cigar bar, a little tour run. Cigar bar hopping, I think is what we're doing tonight. I think we're going to more than one spot, but yeah, linen, purple label, bear slippers, and I'm wearing everything that the bear has on. So the bear has on a double-breasted blazer. The bear has on a white shirt. The bear has on a brown tie with himself on it. The bear has on bear slippers, and the bear has on linen pants. And I'm doing the exact same thing. I was fortunate enough via eBay, to find a pair of slim fit linen pants. I don't have linen pants in my arsenal because they always come super baggy classic fit. If a pair of linen pants is needed or it's really dope, I'll buy them and get them sized, get them tailored. But this particular pair, I didn't have to do anything to. Blue label, off-white, cream, linen, pants, white button-up shirt, and a double-breasted 6-on-2 dual vented blazer. This is a Ralph Lauren blazer. It is chocolate with a window pane pattern that is navy and a smoke tan. So it's one of those window pane patterns that I'll either have to be out in the sun for you to actually see it, or you have to be a little up close. And RL Automotive glasses for eyewear. That's the ensemble. This is what I go out and smoke a good Colombian with my partners this evening. So, without any further ado, man, let's get into this episode. 3-day weekend. What you wearing? Where you going? Y'all ready? Smith, you ready? Me too. Man, let's go. So mom's is having a little something at the house tomorrow. So tomorrow being Sunday, tomorrow being today for y'all. But yeah, mom's is having a little something at the house. So, you know, if I know my mom, because she's only inviting family, she only inviting family she like, that she rock with. You know, I get it from my mama. But if I know my mom, it's an indoor-outdoor thing. The spread is gonna be amazing, but some of the food, like the meats and stuff, it's gonna be cooked outside. Fish will be fried outside. Probably Uncle Jonathan will be cooking the fish because he's like, he the Gordon's fisherman when it comes to fish in our family anyway. You know, we all got one. We all got one there when it comes to the fish. So yeah, I'm pretty sure he'll be there, and I'm pretty sure he gonna want to do the fish outside. He got that old school fry, like it's crazy. But they'll be inside, outside. Now me, being who I am, I'm gonna be mostly inside. Y'all can have the outside. You know, whatever youngins, my grandson will probably be there. He'll probably want to be outside more than in. To be honest, because he's like the Tasmanian devil of all children, he'll probably be inside and outside all day long, not listening to nobody. But me, I'm gonna be in the crib. So mostly. My mom, she's great with temperatures, so you know, it'll be cool in the house, but it won't be freezing cold. So, just I want to be comfortable. I want to be comfortable. I want to be able to maneuver. But my family knows what it is. You know what I mean? They know what it is when I come around. Without trying to, without competition. It's not about competition. It's just who I am. When I get dressed, I get dressed. You know what I mean? If I'm leaving the house for other than running to the grocery store or running through somebody's drive-through or whatever the case may be, something simple like that, I get dressed. So this is what I'm gonna do for mom's little family affair tomorrow. Simple. Yes, so Ralph Lauren. Yes, so Ralph Lauren. This particular shirt here, I'm gonna call it linen. I don't think it was listed as linen when I actually bought it. If I do remember correctly, I think I did cop this from a factory store. There was a plethora of short sleeve button down shirts, and I think this is the only one I actually liked. Pink, a little bit of purple, couple of hues of purple, yellow, and the teal. The teal is what's popping to me. The pink base, it is what it is. That's, great color overall is pink. But the teal is what's popping. I think that's why they went with a teal polo player as well. It just bounces off of every other color that's in this particular palette here. So I just complimented the teal pony and the teal, the little subtle bit of teal striping that's in the shirt. I just went with the chinos that complemented the best. You know what I mean? I'll probably do a pair of brown drivers. I got a pair of brown drivers. I'll probably rock those. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm not gonna do the drivers. I'm gonna do those brown boat shoes, man. Brown leather boat shoes. Sunglasses, just in case, you know what I'm saying, we need to go outside and put the hater blockers on and call it a day. And I'm thinking that I'm gonna break out my straw fedora. That's another thing I need to invest in too. Is just for the summer months, I wouldn't mind having maybe 2 or 3 more straw hats. Just for the summer months, I'm at an age where I'm comfortable in the straw hat. You know what I mean? I'm comfortable in the straw hat when it comes to the summer, and I actually want to throw something on my head. You know what I mean? Brown belt, again, like I said, just a nice, simple, classic look, but perfect for the BBQ. It's perfect for the barbecue. It's perfect for mom's crib. It's perfect for hanging out with family. Still and always will be a Ralph Lauren guy, but keep it clean, keep it simple, and we rockin' and roll. This particular ensemble is for Monday morning. 10 a.m., me and my youngin', my little G baby. I'm gonna take him shopping. So, he's 3, but he's wild. He ain't necessarily as wild with me as he is with everybody else, because he be knowing what time it is. But he's still, that's his daddy's boy. He goes out there and he gets to it 24/7. You know what I mean? So I need to be me. I need to be clean. I need to be, you know what I mean? But I definitely need to be casual. So we're not doing no hard bottoms, walking around no malls with this cat. So I'm taking him shopping because, it's getting to a point where I'm seeing too much Nike apparel. So it's time to get my little man back right. Seeing too much Nike apparel. I don't know what's going on over there with my child, with my daughter, but I'm seeing too much Nike apparel. So I'm gonna take little man out and get him right. So we can start at the bottom. Well, no, let's start at the top. The USA soccer polo joint, medium pony, which I like the medium pony. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But the thing about this shirt that that really drew my attention to it was the placard. I like the placard, man. The red, white, and blue stripings in it. The red, white, and blue tip of the collar. You got your USA crest here. For FIFA, World Football League, and FIFA, etc. Giant 2 on the back. It has the polo polo inspirations to it as far as the number and everything, and the polo player, but it's actually supposed to be a reinterpretation of a previous FIFA collection. You know, they made a lot of great strides with those first FIFA collections, so they've always just brought it back and reinterpreted, made little pivots here and there. But white, blue stripe, red all over the place. So I paired them with one of my favorite pair of chinos, the straight fit jonks with the stripe down the side. It's just one of my favorite chinos, man. They fun, you know, they somewhat whimsical at the same time. They have a lot of varsity inspiration to them, just with the stripes down the side. And then a lot of times with these particular chinos, there are one of two pair of shoes I do if I'm going super casual, which is sneakers for me, and that's the Harveys. I have the Harveys in the red with the white, red, and blue stripes on the sole, and I have the Harveys in the white with the white, red, and blue stripes on the sole. And this was just a matter of they're stacked in their own separate boxes in the closet. This is just a matter of which one did I grab in the dark and pull out first. So the red ones won this particular outing, but the white ones, you know, they go just as well with this particular ensemble. I did the heraldic belt, you know, with the 2-finger tuck in the front, so we can flex that belt a little bit. No eyewear, you know, no sunglasses or anything like that, man, because again, we running with one of the most dangerous 3-year-olds in America. Pardon me. We rolling with one of the most dangerous 3-year-olds on the planet. So you know, you don't want your Ralph shades to get broken accidentally, or to get taken off your chest when you're not paying attention. Now they on the eyes backwards with snot all up. We don't need that, man. So no eyewear, no shades. Probably will do socks, just because walking around in sneakers can be a bit in the feet. Yeah, socks, definitely. And I got those socks that I bought to go with that cricket ensemble. White tube socks with the red and blue stripe. I'll probably do those, just to keep it that much simple. Do those, squish them down some, so, you know, they can get a little flex too. But yeah, early Monday morning, little shopping outing with my G baby. That's what we gonna rock with that. Memorial Day evening, meeting up with a couple of my partners for a business dinner. You know, we're gonna sit down. Probably not a 5-star, nothing. You know, not a 5-star, and not Popeyes either. You know, somewhere in between, Ruby Tuesday, something like that. You know, I fuck with Ruby Tuesdays the long way because I love their salad bar. You know, they got one of the better salad bars around. You know what I mean? Actually, you know, on the not so low key, Golden Corral has the most variety if you're looking for a great salad. But Ruby Tuesdays, you know. But we don't even know where we're going yet. We just know it's gonna be somewhere along those lines. So, you know, a drink, some light food. We got to discuss a lot of business because we got a lot of moves coming up. So this is gonna be for Monday night. You know, round out the end of the night, you know what I mean, in true Ralph Lauren fashion. You know, the Mr. Parker way. So I broke out one of my faves, my Rugby Ralph Lauren Indian Mattress Patchwork sports coat. Now, in hindsight, well, let me go back. This was actually given to me by Michelle, who was the ASM of visual merchandising. Is the ASM of visual merchandising at the factory store where I worked. And in my not so humble opinion, top 3 dead or alive visual merchandisers in the history of Ralph Lauren. And I would round out that top 5. She taught me a lot of what I know. And then some of what I know is self-taught. But if it wasn't for Michelle, I probably wouldn't be where I am as far as my styling prowess, I'll say. That said, she came to work one random day and she was like, "Hey, I got something at home I want to give to you or whatever." And I was like, "All right, what is?" She was like, "It's a patchwork jacket. It's just been sitting in my closet. Like I think I may have worn it once." I said, "What do I look like wearing a girl's?" And she was like, "Nah, it's a guy's." So I was like, "All right, cool. What size is it?" She told me the size. I said, "Yeah, that's my size. So yeah, I take it. That's what's up." So the next day she brings it, and I was like, "Whoa!" I'm like, "You sure? Let's get it." Now I already had a patchwork jacket. And in hindsight being 2020, I wish I hadn't sold my other patchwork jacket when I got this one, because these ain't as good as they used to be. And if I had been paying close enough attention back then, I would have realized this is a different color palette of patchwork than my jacket was. Last week's episode, my jacket was that color palette of mattress patchwork, which is more of a fall color palette, as I spoke to last week. This it's a little brighter. It has more white in it. The yellow is a lighter shade of yellow. It's just brighter. It's a brighter palette. So I should have kept it. Because they're two different. At the end of the day, they're two different patchworks. That one was Blue Label. This one is Rugby. So you'll see in the PIP that it's got a beautiful chambray and white stripe under collar under the lapel. So yeah, man, I wish I would have kept the other one, but this is one of the better gifts that I've received as long as I've been a Ralph Lauren guy, man. So salute to Coco, Michelle Kochansky, for this jacket. It's still one of my favorite pieces. But we'll start at the top. The Indian mattress patchwork jacket by Rugby Ralph Lauren. The shirt I just bought off of a guy. He had it on Poshmark. It took me forever to get him to understand, but I directed him to Instagram, and we shaved $25 off that price, because now we no fees. We just straight cash apping. And I got the shirt, long sleeve. And this is Rugby Ralph Lauren, so same hues. So I was able to put this together, and I just thought it would be dope. You know what I mean? I just thought it'd be dope. Now, I actually looked at my Rugby Ralph Lauren tie to actually make it a 3-piece, but it was a bit much. So I went with a Polo Blue Label rep stripe tie and a college green with skull and crossed swords, yellow and wine stripes. Wine pocket square by Lauren Ralph Lauren. Green and yellow heraldic rep stripe leather belt. And then these slim fit chinos here, and somewhat of a popping light slate blue to pull out the blue that's in the mattress patchwork here. I'll finish it off with a simple pair of leather tassel loafers, or a pair of leather brown leather brogues, or something to that effect. Something simple yet classy to finish this off. A step above a boat shoe, but we don't need to go with any slippers or anything like that, man. We just keep it simple with a nice simple dress shoe. But that'll round out this ensemble. No headwear needed. Evening time, don't really need any eyewear or anything like that, man. Just a nice clean look. Whimsical yet classy, yet Ralph Lauren. And that's another episode in the books. This particular episode, ensembles for your 3-day weekend. Before I end this particular vlog, I forgot to do, as I always forget, I forgot to do fragrance for the ensemble. And I just picked this. I picked Polo Black for two reasons. One, because out of Polo Black and Polo Double Black, in my humble opinion, Polo Black is more of a year-round fragrance. Polo Double Black is it's a little more firm. It's a little more, lack of a better word, it's a little more dark and notes that to me it's more of a fall winter. But I went with Polo Black for that reason and because it has a bear on it, and it's the Ralph Lauren Alonzo style bear. He's wearing that Ralph Lauren, that iconic Ralph Lauren ensemble with the double-breasted, the double-breasted tuxedo blazer and jeans. So that's the fragrance of the evening. Now, couple things before we roll up out of here. I want to say thank you to each and every gentleman that has supported the channel by watching every week and commenting, even if it's a critique. And also, and maybe slightly more important, the gentlemen that have donated in the past. Whether you donated once or whether you're Mr. Rogers, who has donated about at least probably about 10, 12 times. Every little bit helps, and I am humbly appreciative when it comes to donations. And like I said, the guys that have been around since day one, man, y'all don't know. That, for me, you know, yes, the money makes things move. Money makes things flow like water. But being there and knowing that Mark Carroll, Capri, Zoe, knowing that guys like that, and I'm sure I missed another 24 names. My apologies. I do this stuff off the dome, if y'all didn't know that. But knowing that I'm gonna get a thumbs up, or hey man, I ain't really like, or you know what I mean, I don't really do Fair Eye like that. Like knowing that because the interaction also it helps. It's damn near just as important as the donations. So knowing that I'm gonna get that from, a good, my day ones, you know what I mean? Knowing the 6 and 7 day ones, knowing that I'm gonna get that interaction, knowing that another 15 day ones is gonna hit that like, have been subscribed, have been told their friends. Like, you can't, some stuff you can't put a price tag on. You know what I mean? However, what you not gonna do is critique me or critique this show and you ain't put in on this. You ain't gonna do that. So whether it's your time or some money, you ain't gonna critique this show if you ain't put in on it. You ain't gonna do that. Not see me. And what I mean by that is you ain't gonna get your shit off, no matter how valid it might be. You ain't gonna get your shit off if you ain't put your time in. Now, what am I talking about? I tell you. This past week I had 2 comments, very similar comments. And I'm gonna tell you the problem with both of them. And I addressed both of them in 2 totally different ways. One was on the Instagram. Instagram post has 500 likes. One guy decided he was going to comment, man, somebody need to buy iron, LOL. Okay? I went to look and see. First of all, motherfucker, like the post before you comment on the post, since I don't even know you. You following me. I ain't following you back. And I don't even know you. Never seen your name before. So knowing that I never seen your name before, ever, And I check my analytics. I do that for a reason. It has nothing to do with needing attention. I need to know my demographic. I need to know who I'm reaching. I need to know how I need to pivot to make things move a certain way. So I check my analytics. Okay. I know that 61% of my audience is that. I know that 17% of my audience is across the pond and beyond. I know these things. Okay? Now, I never seen your name before. So you follow me, and it wasn't a fake page. I went on this page. It wasn't a fake page. You follow me, but I never seen you like a comment. Now, I mean, like a post. Now, granted, some posts do a lot better than others. I have a post right now that's languishing around 80-something likes from a couple of days ago. I have a post from 2-3 weeks ago that just cracked 1,000. Like, you know, it just depends, man. It's a timing thing. But I never seen your name come up as, oh, such and such like this post. But you're gonna comment. Okay. First of all, ain't been enough financial donations for me to invest in a steamer. And if you expect that I'm going to iron every ensemble before I put it on a rig, and it ain't been enough financial donations to invest in a steamer, in the immortal words of Mike Parker, you got me fucked up. Bro, I ain't doing that. I'm gonna put these rigs together with these ensembles, and they gonna do what they do. The fact that the shorts are in the closet up top on the rack for 9 months out the year, yeah, when I take out a pair of shorts to put them on the rig, I'm not ironing them. Now, if you make some donations, then I'll invest in a steamer. You want better lighting? Make some donations. You want me to get a Bluetooth cordless mic? Make a fucking donation. Otherwise, shut the fuck up and watch the episode. That's the only equity you have here. If you ain't donated time or money to Seamless Style, then what you should probably do is shut the fuck up and just watch and learn. The other comment was on my LinkedIn. Now, my LinkedIn is my follows and follow backs. 93-94% of them are Ralph Lauren employees on some level and in some city, state, and country. Now, of course, over the years, some people have left the company. I don't unfollow you just because you don't work for Ralph anymore. But a higher up in corporate commented and said, same post, that I should tighten up the rigs and invest in a steamer. Now, this particular, she's a new follower. So I approached it a little different. I took old boy off my, I took him off my follow. Like, don't even follow me, motherfucker. Don't even follow me. If the first thing you ever do is interact with me by critiquing something that I'm doing, nah. I'm not even gonna confront you. I'm not even gonna reply. Just get the fuck out of here. As far as she goes, my response was, okay, no. I said, okay, no problem. Don't just donate. Support the channel by making a donation to my YouTube channel, because I definitely need a steamer. Like, because you're not wrong. A steamer would be great to have. You know, a good quality steamer, run about $150. Because I don't want one of them handhelds. It would need to be one with a base, a pole. I can hang a garment up, you know, a steamer. About $1.50, a good one. You know, a lower end as far as pricing, but a good quality one. And yeah, it will be because it, you know, if I doing like the first ensemble, to do that shirt and those chinos, it takes about a minute for the thing to start up real good, you know, to get your steam coming out. And yeah, I can get that done. I mean, I've used steamers on the jobs, on the various job locations. So yeah, I get that whole ensemble done in 10 minutes. Wrinkles gone. You know, to get for example, the chinos, to get the chinos pressed, crease, everything like that, that's ironing. But just to get the wrinkles out, just to knock the wrinkles out, yeah, 10 minutes. 10 minutes. But the analytics, the data and statistics don't say that I should, as of yet, reach down in my pockets and purchase a steamer. Not enough equity there yet. Not enough, you know, not hasn't been enough financial donations, and you haven't, and people haven't, not enough people have donated enough of their time. Because my day ones ain't really complaining. I'm pretty sure they were like, damn, boy, them shorts wrinkled as hell, but that fit still booming. I'm pretty sure some of y'all, if not all of y'all, said that. I done put shorts or chinos or whatever the case may be on the rig before and be like, damn, these motherfuckers wrinkled as hell. I ain't finna take them off and iron them. Not for 500 views. I'm not gonna be able to do it. I think Ed OG said it best. I think it was Ed OG said that, or some damn body, but I'm not gonna be able to do it. I'm not gonna be able to do it. So, outside of my day ones, outside of people that have donated, whether it been one donation or 15 donations, outside of y'all, anybody that's got a problem or complaint, donate first. Donate your time or donate some money. Either way, support the channel before you get into, hey man, you think we could, get some lights, get some, or man, I sure be glad when you were able to get a microphone, bro, because the sound is good, but it could be a lot better with donate, motherfucker. Simple as that. Anyway, get in the comment section, man. Let me know what y'all doing for y'all 3-day weekend, because this channel has never just been about me. Y'all see what I'm doing. I told y'all what I'm doing, where I'm going, how I'm moving and shaking. You know what I'm saying? How I'm maneuvering out in these streets. I even got a pivot plan just in case, because I don't really, one thing that don't mix for me is heat and rain. So, if it rains, there might be a cancellation of a few things. Anyway, get in the comment section, man. Let me know what y'all doing for y'all 3-day. All right? Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and tell a friend, man, because we here. And if it ain't been obvious before, in episodes 1 to 106, it should be obvious now in episode 107 that artists paint pictures. Haters, they gonna continue to paint narratives. So don't be the hater. All right? Y'all have a good one.